Hi, and welcome to week 2 of Singing for Beginners. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I am Dr. Marisan from the Dynamic Vocal Institute, and for over 15 years, I have been helping people just like you to find their voice in a safe and healthy way. Please like and subscribe below to stay up to date with this series of Singing for Beginners and to keep up to date as well with my tips and tricks that I post weekly. Today's episode is about breath, and breath is the fuel for singing. It is what helps us produce a beautiful and free tone. When we sing, the voice rests on a stream of air, and if this stream is not consistent, our tone will suffer. In a way, it's like the voice is riding on a wave. Today, I'm going to give you a couple of exercises that will help you uh, find the balanced breath. I would like you to put one hand on your abdomen, kind of towards the top and a little bit towards the bottom, and then one hand on the sides of your ribs. You know where the sternum is? That's where your hand should be placed on the side. And I want you to breathe in into both of your hands and see how your abdomen as well as your ribs expand to the sides. Make sure that your shoulders are completely relaxed, as well as your chest area. You want to make sure that all of the muscles surrounding your neck are also relaxed. Okay. I want you to do that for a couple of times. Make sure that you find the coordination where you're expanding both your abdomen and your ribs to the sides, as well as a little bit on the back. At the beginning, it may be difficult to feel all of these areas, but as you continue to do these exercises, simple exercise every day, just breathing into your hands, little by little, you'll be able to find all of these areas. A little trick of mine is if you have a straw and you bend forward on your chair and you exhale all of your air out, then you take a breath through the straw. You'll see how your abdomen fills up as well as your back, and that three-dimensional breath occurs. It's what I call the donut. After you have done this for a while, then go back to placing your hands on your ribs, including the back area, and on your abdomen. When you take the breath, you count to 5, then sustain the breath for 5 seconds, and then exhale for 5 seconds. As you get better at it, make sure to add a second more. Go to 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. And it looks something like this. You're going to take a breath for 5 seconds. Sustain. And exhale. You want to make sure that as you exhale, that your ribs don't collapse immediately so that you can maintain a buoyancy in your ribs. This is done little by little. As you do this exercises every day, you're going to find that space more and more every time, and it's going to become easier. Another exercise that you can do is to lay down on the floor with your knees bent, placing a moderately heavy book on your abdomen, and then inhaling and lifting that book. And then exhaling slowly down without collapsing. As you do this, make sure that you feel the expansion of the ribs to the side as well as the expansion of your abdomen. Keeping everything relaxed at the same time. That might be a challenge at the beginning because keeping everything relaxed and then doing a new type of breath, it may be a challenge, but if you do find yourself getting tense when you do these exercises, stop them and then come back to them the next day and see if you can apply all of these elements with a relaxed position in your body. After you have taken this type of breath, laying down on the floor with the book on your abdomen for a while and you have found the right coordination, then you can start exhaling on an ooh vowel, for example, in a comfortable range. So you take that breath, the book lifts, and then you're going to sing and exhale on a sound. Ooh. You're going to stay there as long as possible. And the key here is for the book to slowly come down. You don't want it to collapse. Exercise that you can do at home is very simple. It again involves taking the balanced breath, making sure that there's that three-dimensional part where everything expands, the ribs, abdomen, and the back, a little bit of the back. And after you take that breath, I want you to just sigh on an S, and then move your head from side to side as you do that. So there's no tension in your neck as you do this. And stay as long as possible. You may want to see how many seconds you're able to do this. So let's try it. I'm just going to give you an example. I'm not going to actually do the whole thing, but this is what I want you to do. You inhale, and then you exhale on an S sound. Basically stay there until you have no more air left. These exercises, even though they're simple, they're really helpful to develop the balanced breath. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and remember to like and subscribe below to stay up to date with my tips and tricks to keeping your voice healthy. Comment below with any questions or challenges you face in singing so that I, your favorite doctor, know to include these in future episodes. Thank you for watching. Remember to warm up and subscribe.